So many of us go through life carrying pain. Pain from our past, pain from disappointments, pain from relationships that went wrong or opportunities we missed. We all have it. And if you're watching this right now, I know you felt it too. Maybe it's the feeling of waking up every morning and instead of excitement, you're hit with a sense of dread. Maybe you feel stuck, like you're in a loop that you can't escape. Maybe you're going through your days numbing yourself, scrolling through your phone for hours, watching TV, or diving into unhealthy habits just to distract yourself from that heavy feeling inside. Pain shows up in so many ways. It could be the anxiety that hits when you think about your future, or the regret that weighs you down when you think about the past. It could be the anger you carry towards people who hurt you, or the shame you feel when you think you're not good enough. Pain isn't always physical, it's emotional, and it's something that can take over your life if you let it. The problem is, so many of us are taught to run from it. We're taught to distract ourselves, to hide, to bury it deep down where no one else can see. But here's the truth. Running from pain doesn't make it go away. In fact, it only makes it worse. Think about the ways people try to avoid pain. Some people turn to substances, alcohol, drugs, food. They think if they can just numb the feeling for a little while, they'll be okay. Others might dive into distractions, social media, binge watching shows, or endless video games. They try to drown out the pain with noise, hoping it'll disappear. Then, there are those who bury themselves in work, staying busy 24/7 so they never have to sit still and face what's really bothering them. And of course, some people turn to toxic relationships, seeking validation from others to fill the void that pain has left behind. But here's the thing. All these ways of coping, they might work for a moment, but they don't last. The pain is still there, waiting for the quiet moments when it comes rushing back, even stronger than before. I know this because I used to be that person. I used to run from my pain too. I tried every distraction out there, thinking that if I just avoided it long enough, it would disappear. But that's not how it works. You can't outrun pain. It's always there, waiting for you to face it. And until you do, it will control your life. The truth is, facing pain is the key to building the life you want. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it's the only way to move forward. You see, pain is a signal. It's telling you that something is off, that there's a wound that needs healing. And until you confront that wound, until you look at it and acknowledge it, it's going to keep bleeding into every area of your life. It's going to affect your relationships, your mindset, your career, and your ability to experience true joy. So, how do you face pain when everything inside you is telling you to run from it? It starts with a choice to stop avoiding and start confronting. And this isn't an easy choice to make. It's uncomfortable, it's scary, and it might even feel overwhelming. But here's what I've learned. The things that make us uncomfortable are often the things that bring the most growth. Pain is like a weight that you've been carrying for so long. At first, it feels impossible to put it down, but once you do, you realize just how much it's been holding you back. The first step in facing your pain is acknowledging it. This might sound simple, but it's the hardest part for most people. It's about getting real with yourself and admitting what you've been feeling. It's about allowing yourself to say, I'm angry about this, or I'm hurt because of that, or I'm scared about what's going to happen. It's about naming your pain instead of pushing it aside. When you name it, you take away some of its power. You start to take control instead of letting it control you. Next, it's about understanding your pain. Ask yourself where it comes from. Is it tied to a specific event or person? Is it rooted in fear, insecurity, or a sense of loss? Understanding the source of your pain is crucial because it allows you to address it directly. It's like getting to the root of a problem instead of just treating the symptoms. Now, here's where the real transformation happens. Instead of running from pain, you need to lean into it. And I know this sounds uncomfortable. It goes against everything we're taught. But pain has a lesson, it has a purpose. When you lean into it, you start to see what it's trying to teach you. Maybe it's teaching you resilience, showing you that you're stronger than you think. Maybe it's teaching you patience, reminding you that things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. Or maybe it's teaching you to let go, to release things you've been holding on to for too long. One of the most powerful ways to lean into pain is through mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness, you allow yourself to sit with your emotions without judgment. You observe them, feel them, and let them pass through you. Instead of labeling your pain as bad or trying to push it away, you accept it for what it is, a part of your experience. This acceptance is what leads to healing. When you allow yourself to feel your emotions fully, they lose their grip over you. They no longer have the power to control your actions or your mindset. Another way to face your pain is through physical outlets. Physical exercise isn't just about getting fit. It's a powerful tool for processing emotions. When you work out, you release endorphins that help improve your mood. You also channel your energy into something productive, which can help release the built-up tension caused by emotional pain. For me, lifting weights was a game changer. Every time I felt overwhelmed by my emotions, I would put that energy into my workouts. And over time, I noticed that the more I faced my emotions physically, the stronger I felt mentally. It's also important to seek support. Facing pain doesn't mean you have to do it alone. In fact, trying to do it alone can often make the journey harder. Find someone you trust, a friend, a therapist, or a support group who you can talk to. Opening up about your pain to someone who genuinely listens can be incredibly healing. It allows you to release the burden you've been carrying and gain new perspectives that you might not have considered. You don't have to walk this path alone, and there's strength in asking for help. Lastly, use your pain as fuel. Pain can be a powerful motivator if you let it be. Instead of letting it hold you back, let it push you forward. When you transform your pain into purpose, you start to see life differently. You begin to realize that the experiences you've gone through have given you a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. They've given you the tools to build the life you truly want. Think about some of the most successful and resilient people in the world. They didn't get there by running from their pain. They got there by facing it. They used their struggles as motivation to grow, to learn, and to create a life that aligned with their purpose. You have that same power within you. The pain you're carrying right now is not your enemy. It's a catalyst for change. It's an opportunity to rebuild yourself stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like your pain is too much to bear, I challenge you to make a shift today. Stop running from it. Stop hiding from it. Face it. Confront it. Sit with it. Understand it, and let it transform you. You have the power to build the life you want, but it starts with facing the very thing you've been avoiding. Your pain has shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. Use it as the foundation to build something incredible, something that reflects your strength, your resilience, and your courage to rise above anything life throws at you.